In Finland, or Suomi, as they say it over there, is a population of 5.8 million people, about 3 million saunas. Saunas. Got to get it right. I said it wrong once and I got in trouble. And they will also tell you about World War II and their involvement. They are the only country to pay back their World War II debts. Now, I went to northern Finland, or Lapland, Finland. There's a population of about 300,000 and about 400,000 reindeer. So they got them outweighed a little bit there. The capital is Oulu. The industries are forestry, gold, and chrome mines. And there is a lot of them, and they are rich with that there. My first stop was Kemi. Now, Kemi has a very interesting chrome mine, as you can see by a couple of the pictures of the garb we wore, and also in the middle, how they take the chrome out of the ground in pellets. So they take it out in long, thin poles, and then they take it to Tornio. That was our next stop. Tornio has a chrome mill. So you take that, you make it into pellets, and then they are able to distribute that throughout. Now look at that table. That's a round table there that you see, that the bottom stays firm, the top rotates around so nobody has to pass the food. It's great. I love that. You could eat what you wanted and pass it around to the next person. Now, Tornio and Haparanda. Tornio is in Finland. Haparanda is in Sweden. They're international border towns, and you can see that one of my legs is in Finland, one of my legs is in Sweden. And you're going to also see an archway there. A 9-year-old girl designed that, and it's white for Finland, yellow for Sweden, and blue for both of them together to make that cooperation of those countries together. The reason I put the Kukola Rapids in here is because our one Canadian team member that went on this trip is from Thunder Bay, Kat. She had never been ice fishing. From Thunder Bay, Canada, never been ice fishing. I didn't understand that. Didn't know how that could possibly be. Now, there are very few people I would think can say that they've been to the Arctic Circle. We went to the Arctic Circle. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience of actually going through to the Arctic Circle. But the Arctic Circle in Finland, like I don't know where else because I haven't been to the Arctic Circle anywhere else, but it moves because there is so much glacier melt and moving from that. We went further north yet to Levi. And Levi is their tallest hill that they have. They call them flats. Now, the tallest hill is a good place for them to go skiing. They love to ski, take vacation there, or holiday, as they call it. We were able to do a little bit of skiing there. I did not. I wanted to keep all my appendages and limbs where they are. I like them. So we went to Sodankila, further north yet. You're going to see a picture there of a church. That church was built in 1500. That's one of the few buildings that was still standing after the Germans left and burned the land and the buildings down. Also, reindeer herders wear the clothing that you see there. That's traditional reindeer herder garb. Sarasilka was next. That's the furthest we went north, 120 miles above the Arctic Circle. That is where the summer home of Santa Claus is. Now, truly, why does Santa Claus need a summer home? Because there's gold in them hills, and that's where he gets the money to take care of all those little toys for the kids. And hopefully nobody, it doesn't matter. So Rovaniemi was our next stop. And the biggest thing about this that I saw on this slide was Eleanor Roosevelt went over there. This was the first building that was built after World War II. And they wanted to build it for her so that they could show that they're getting beyond the World War II, which is pretty neat. Rovaniemi is still where we're at yet, so we haven't left there yet. And this is the home of Santa Claus. Not the North Pole, like everybody knows. This is the true home. He has a post office there, and there is literally hundreds of thousands of letters that are sent through there going to children. And this guy was big. His mitts were huge, just large. Big guy. Santa Claus is a big guy, just so you know. And we went to Kemijärvi next. The middle picture is a gentleman that's sitting there in the blue, and I couldn't pronounce his name. If I had it in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell what it is anyway because it was unbelievable. But he is a famous sculpture of Finland. He created that sculpture behind there and many other of them as well. Kuusamo was our furthest journey to the east. You see the picture in the bottom left is of the Russian border. So we went, took a picture, and then we took off again because, well, you never know what was going to happen, what we were doing there. So figured we better leave. It was a lot of fun, a little daring. We went to Oulu, And remember, Oulu's the capital. Everybody bikes in Oulu. Does anybody like to bike? You would love Oulu. Men and women going to work will bike there, and it's a wonderful time. They're very fit there. I don't know why, but they are very fit. They eat a lot of salmon and moiku, which is little fish, little sardine things. I didn't like those so much, but I ate them anyway. This is still in Oulu. You're going to look at that middle picture. That is at 1:30 in the morning. That's about as dark as it got for the good portion of when we were there. If you're ever in Oulu, Finland, there's a picture of a fat policeman. That's city center. If you're lost, say, I need fat policeman. They'll lead you right to it, which is really cool. I was, and it helped, and it worked. So we went to Vala next, and Vala is their spirit land. There's a bottom picture there you're going to see of us kind of freaked out because of what they told us. If we were not genuine to the land, the spirits would take us. So needless to say, we didn't drop any garbage or we didn't do anything bad to the land because we wanted to stay on the trip. We went to Muhos next, which is getting a little bit further south now. Muhos, the biggest thing about there is a hydropower plant that runs the biggest river through there, takes care of their power for that region. It's a very good way for them to be able to get that power. And it's been wonderful for them to have that there. We're off of our tour in northern Finland. We are now in Helsinki. And the bottom picture, you're going to see a bunch of tulips. There's a bunch of tulips there. My wife loves that picture because she loves tulips. There's a wonderful church there that has a big, huge pipe organ in the back. It was wonderful to see. And our last stop on this journey is Tallinn, Estonia. Old city. Old city. Look at those city gates you see there. 1200 is where they were built. They didn't get broken down or worn into. Look at the shoes. Women, would you like to wear those shoes? I don't think I could do that. But that is my trip to northern Finland and beyond. Kiitos. Thank you.